welcome to my channel. Today I want to do something a little bit different, given that I put you hanged last Saturday without a video, but in my defense I had to pack a ton of orders and it completely went out of my hands. So today I'm going to show you my process into asking for and finding manufacturers for my charms. As you might have known, I have a bit of a few years asking and getting myself some charms. So for this example, I'm going to be using the charms I did about a year ago. These were a rainbow finish when they were done. So yeah, we're going to go through the whole process of getting a successful order. I even made a list so you guys can understand and never freak out. Okay, so first step, it's prepare your art. As you can see, I have all my art here on PNGs, which means they don't have a background. I try very carefully not to have particles floating around because those do mess up cut lines. So make sure that there's no particles or extra things that you forgot to erase. The second part of preparing your files that it's very important is that you need to remember always to set your files on CMYK. Now, what's the difference between CMYK and RGB? You see, when you see something on your computer, you are going to be using RGB, which is for cameras, monitors, even video games. Everything works like this because we have light behind our cameras. However, when we're printing, well, the more colors we do, the more, muddled it gets. Kind of like when you were a kid and you decided to make rainbow colors and just started painting with all the colors in the rainbow and just got black and you were utterly struck by reality. So one of the main differences if you want to print your project is that you should start from the very beginning on CMYK. Why? Because RGB processes red a lot more than CMYK. If you can see, I don't know if you can see the difference here, but this red is more vibrant and this is more muted. Besides that, you have more vibrance in some colors, the hue is a little bit lighter, whereas CMYK will do its utmost to reflect those, but it will ultimately not, live up to the test. So one way to avoid this is to start working straight up on CMYK if you know you're going to print your projects. If you know you're just going to post them online, RGB is just fine. Okay, so we go in with step 2. Search for a reputable seller. I'm sorry I don't have Microsoft in this account, in this computer. Sorry. Okay, this is my favorite site to find sellers. It's Alibaba. I know it might be daunting to some people, but trust me, when you know how to search for reputable sellers, you're going to do great. Okay, and we're just going to block notifs. And like I said, when I was using this charm, I wanted a rainbow finish. So you're going to straight up look for whatever you're looking for. If I want a keychain, I will get all this kind of automated responses, but I'm going to go with rainbow finish because that's what I wanted last time. Now, if you see here, you're going to get a lot of other things that do share the same kind of keywords. Now, one very important thing, extremely important thing whenever you are going to search for a manufacturer in Alibaba is that it has these kind of certifications. Now, if you see here, it says verified supplier. That means Alibaba has gone to this factory and said, oh yeah, they exist. They're not gonna ghost you with your money. This is an actual thing, and it has been an actual thing for 4 years. Okay? And then this one here, it helps us know that the category of how well they have been valued by Alibaba. You know, it's level 0, which is the least desirable. I recommend you go from level 3 to 5. We don't need to go all the way to 5 if you think you're getting a good deal, but 3 is like the minimum we would strive for, because this takes on presentations, volumes, and how they serve you. Because if you have a problem, maybe a level 2 would not be able to replace your order or fix anything that might have gone wrong. So we strive to go 3 and above. And the last one that is the most important is the trade assurance one. You see here, this trade assurance icon will filter a lot of I don't like to call them undesirable options, but it might happen. The trade assurance basically means that Alibaba will take your money and will pay the supplier. However, if by anything, any chance or any problem occurs during your order fulfillment, they will make sure that your money gets back to you. This is the utmost important thing whenever you're dealing with Alibaba. If anything goes wrong, if your shipment gets lost, if whatever you're doing doesn't arrive the way you expected it, if you have a lot of B grades, stuff like that, they want to make sure you can get your money back for this. You just complete a claim and they will ship your money back. And of course, they will go and ask the supplier, hey, what the hell? Now, I have not tried a lot of these suppliers because I've been sort of married to one of my own. It's very popular, and you might even have seen their Twitter page. It's called Grace. Now, Grace, it's great because it not only has 4 diamonds, as we already said, it's a very good score. It has been verified for 8 years, so it's been 8 years in business. And yes, this is the name they have, the original name. They go as Grace for everybody who I suppose doesn't speak Chinese. But this is their page, and they have a lot of like promotionals. They offer discounts. If you pay a certain amount, you will get discounts every time you order, blah 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 blah. I am not a sponsor. I'm just saying that the quality they have given me in charms, it's amazing. I have not asked for anything else from them, but charms, it's amazing. So if you want to search for Bulgaris and you say, hey, I want rainbow finish, again, you might not find it here, but if you click on this part that says Zhejiang, which I'm sure butchering, you go to custom keychain, and here you will find the finishes that they have. They have wood products, shakers, metals, glitter, blah 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 blah. I will also remind you that some kind of products you cannot import. For example, in Mexico we have a ban on wood products, mainly because we're scared of allergens and stuff like that. So if I wanted to buy wood products from them, I could, but it's not going to get through customs, which is another section that we're going to go through. If you select acrylics, here you have the rainbow keychains. So this is just an estimate. It's really going to change very drastically. So do not like listen to this kind of numbers, because what we're going to go is all the way down here. These are the kind of accessories you can choose for your keychain. They are labeled 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. I normally go with the rose golds because I'm a basic bitch. But you go all the way down, 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 down. And here, if you see the suppliers, the agent name here will be Arthur Jang. And then this is how we go to our third step. You DM them with the special quote. What does this mean? Okay, so I actually have a quote prepared for you. I'm going to try to paste it on the description of this video. So you go, hello agent name. I am looking for 20 designs, 3 pieces each in 8 inches with the rainbow finish and the clasp number 3, let's say. And then they will answer you back with a quote. They're going to say, okay, it's going to be, I don't know, $2 per every keychain times 20 designs times 3. It's going to be blah, 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 blah. But you're also going to have to ask them about shipping. Now, this is very important because you don't want to deal with customs. Customs is weird, it's very difficult, and normal people like you and me, we are not savvy enough to navigate them. So, what you're going to do is you will ask them to ship it to you via UPS, FedEx, or Estafeta, depending on what they are having an alliance with. Why? Because as long as your shipment doesn't go over $300, these 3 companies will deal with customs for you. What means is that they will be taking your package, they will go through customs. The downside from here is that they most certainly will be stopped by customs. Customs will open your package and says, okay, we have a product that's valued $299, for example. So you are going to pay tax for that product. Remember, nothing's free. In Mexico, the tax can be from 16%. I don't know where my percent is, 16% to 19 or 20%, depending on the kind of keychain or the kind of stuff you are importing. So you are going to do that math, make sure to have that money, because when they arrive to your house, they will demand that payment to give you that money. For example, if I am looking for 300 times 0.16, that means I'm going to have to pay $38 in taxes alone. So when my UPS or FedEx or Estafeta guy comes to my door, I must have $48 to give them back, because if not, they won't give you your package. It's not like they are stealing it, they just need to get back the money they paid because they are sponsoring your package through customs. Do not worry, as long as it's not over $300, they will deal with it. If it's over $300 and you start importing a lot, like let's say every month, then maybe they will refuse, mainly because they don't want to deal with customs. But otherwise, they should be fine. Now, back to the format. Once the guy tells you okay, or the girl, or maybe they're not binary. I don't know, one day tell you how much in shipping it's gonna be. This is very, very important. Your last conversation with them before they send the quote, it's gonna get tagged to your quote in Alibaba. What this means is that if you have a problem, this is the last conversation Alibaba is gonna go over. It's gonna say, oh, okay, you repeated everything that you wanted and these guys got it wrong. So it's very important that the last conversation you send before they send the quote has all the specifics. How many designs you want, how many pieces of each, how long they are, what finish they are, the clasp, how much they said it was gonna cost, how much the shipping was gonna cost, the total, where they're supposed to ship, and remember to ask how they want the files. And then you just send this in the chat. You're gonna have a chat here, and they are going to return to you, and they are going to send you an invoice. Now, very important. There's a lot of ways to pay your invoice in Alibaba. You can use credit card, you can use PayPal, use whatever you want except money transfers. Why? Because if you use a wire, you will not be protected by the seller protection. That was a thing that we used to, the trade assurance, the thing that we were very, very keen to have. This thing will not protect you if you wire the money. So if you have any problem, it's really Alibaba. It's just going to say, hi, I cannot confirm that you ever sent that money, so I cannot send it back to you. So that's why you never wire your money. Never. Then they're going to ask for the files. This is very important because when they ask for the files, you're going to send them the CMYK files, as I already told you, with whatever format they want. Sometimes they want them PSD, sometimes PNG is just fine. And after you send them the files, they will send you this. They send you an image with a cut. Here you can see how these charms are gonna get cut, and the clasp that you've selected. This is very important for you to check that nothing looks wrong, because this is how the machine is gonna cut them. If anything looks wrong, please do let them know, because this is like the last checking step. And next, you will pay customs, because they will ship it to you. Sometimes it has happened to me before that they send you the tracking code and it says it will never update at all, and you think it's still in China, and then you open the door and the UPS guy is there. So remember, sometimes that happens, and they don't know what that happens. I still don't know how that happens, but okay. Just remember to have your customs payment ready. Remember to calculate it. You might want to talk to a customs agent or a customs lawyer about the kind of niche your import will be taxed with. In Mexico, we have a lot of payments depending on the material, depending on what they are used for. I have found out that most will fall in 16 and 20% for the kind of things that I import. So just ask somebody that knows that, because I don't know. I honestly don't feel qualified enough to tell you. And at last, remember to always review what they sent you. I don't know if you remember here in the endless scrolling, we had this section. They loved to be reviewed. If you review them, they will give you better prices next time. So just so you know, they like being reviewed, because it makes them look better for the page, and so they will get more traffic. So the better your review is, of course, considering the quality of the keychains or products that you got, the better your prices will be next time. If you have any problems, do not hesitate to contact your agent before making the review. They will make their utmost sure that your problem gets solved, because again, a bad review would push them down in the algorithm, and they don't want that. And that's it. I hope you learned something. I hope that this helps you. And again, I am not liable if anything happens. This is just my way of doing it. This is how I make shit happen. But please, do not try to hold me responsible, because I am giving you the tools. I just, anything can happen, but I am hopefully giving you the tools so nothing happens to you. But again, this is based on my experience. It can change, especially if you changed a supplier. So please don't be mad at me if it doesn't go that way for you, but just keep this into account, okay? This should be the best way to ask for keychains. Remember, it's you have to add all your price. If you got a keychain for $5, including, you know, shipping, taxes, cost, and everything, and you must also account for your time, you will normally try to sell it at 7. It's not that much of a margin if you can see it. I don't know if this would be a better margin in the US, where I am told that you don't pay as many taxes for imports. They say that when in doubt, price at least 3 times the production cost. I don't exactly agree with that. I think twice it's a lot already. So I don't know, but I am very cheap because I have to pay on Mexican pesos, and that's a lot. But I hope this helped you, and I hope you learned a lot. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask them. And I hope my tutorial wasn't as chaotic as it seems from my side. I hope that you learned stuff, and I hope you can make great keychains and great products. And I hope to see you again. Bye.